Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. This was, I'm gonna level with you guys. This could be a disaster, but that's what free speech is about, I think, is fun disasters. Hello, we've got someone else coming in. Hey, come on in, thank you. So we're gonna do a couple things for you guys, and then we're gonna just do some stand-up. I think it's gonna be how we're gonna spend this time, and thank you for coming out. So first we're gonna do, we've been watching a lot of a cappella recently, and it seems like they have a lot of fun, you know, and it seems like people really like it, so we kind of figured we'd try our hand at it, you know. So we put together a little number that I think we're gonna do. So all right, come on up, guys.
Yeah. CDs available out front.
And we'll be touring
I think we nailed it.
The East Coast this summer.
Yeah. The entire couple cities.
We're opening for Modest Mouse, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They just called us. It's very nice.
They don't know we're opening for them yet. They don't,
Yeah.
but we're just gonna go tailgate at all their shows and kind of do our thing, and you know, hopefully that's how music works, right? It's like you just like show up and sing, and then they're like, hey, I like you.
Well, kudos for putting yourself out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. All right. Thank you so much. Now we're gonna do something called wacky reenactments.
Oh, I actually read a YouTube comment today when I was preparing for this because we did a lot of practicing.
Yeah.
That was like someone's own YouTube video where they were doing their own a cappella cover of one of the songs that we sang. And people were making fun of her on the YouTube comments. And someone in like commented like, hey, I don't think you should make fun of someone if they're putting themselves out there because they're being brave. Which is like so nice, but so not what YouTube is at all, or performance in general. So
But that's,
I'm gonna say, whatever happens here.
Yeah, you guys are not allowed to criticize us.
That's not the point of this room.
We put
No.
ourselves out there.
Yeah.
It's illegal.
You know what you're
to
here for.
criticize us. It's against school policy.
Can't
and,
do it.
It's unconstitutional.
Yeah.
Okay, so first we're gonna do a wacky reenactment of Mice and Men. It's very sad. We're gonna do the last scene, and so it's gonna feature Ellie McIlvaine and Joseph O'Cone. So everybody,
What are you getting at?
I can look that up. So
hearing
you guys are all good. Do you have the?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, give it up for them.
All right.
I accidentally killed a lady.
That's all right, honey.
Okay. What's all right?
I want you to think about the bunny farm, honey.
Okay. I
Sad, right? Tears. She's dead. Woo! Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Did it.
Okay.
Got me.
Now we're gonna do a wacky reenactment of Moby Dick. Ellie McIlvaine will be the whale, and I am going to be Captain Ahab. I'm sorry, Charles. So whenever Ellie's ready, we're gonna start it. How's the sound on this? Is the sound good on this?
I don't know. Should be. Is it gonna play? Can we press play?
We'll see.
Get it.
And then our last
Wacky reenactment is gonna be the climactic final scene of Romeo and Juliet. I am going to play Juliet. Charles Bliznick will play Romeo. And Ellie will play the apothecary.
Okay.
Arguably the most important
The
character. to play.
apothecary guy. Apothecarius.
Who's dead first in that one? Juliet pretends to die, then Romeo.
Then Romeo actually kills himself.
And then I wake up and I actually die.
Alright.
In this, the blowhorn will symbolize poison.
Okay.
Start.
Alright.
Juliet.
Pretending to die.
Well, first you have to have your poison.
Pretending to be
And
dead.
when I do this to you, it will put you to sleep for a while and everyone will think you're dead. It might be confusing. Okay.
Hey, Mom, did you put something in my soup? It tastes weird, like poison, I think. Did you, oh, she's dead. What do I do? Are you a doctor?
Yes. Go find Juliet in her deathbed. You might be surprised. Pleasantly surprised.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, one last thing.
She-
She might still be alive.
She's dead.
Whoops.
What do I do now?
Follow
But-
your heart.
But, just shoot myself with this gun that
You should consider hers. That's with a kiss, you die.
No, I have made contact with her, and she is sweating, and that sweat has poison in it, which is now going to kill me.
Okay. Sure, did you die now?
Yep. Yep.
Your poison should be fading.
Okay, yeah, what's up guys? How's it going? I'm awake now, that was pretty quick. Oh my god, Romeo. What is eating? I was like, oh god, this is a really terrible misunderstanding. What a tragic way to end this play. I'm gonna take this play for real. Alright, I'm gonna give me this. Wherever this goes. Thank you so much. That's so much enjoyment, everybody.
Okay.
Alright.
Thank you all so much.
I'm gonna take this off.
That was-
So the other thing we were gonna do that we found out that we're not allowed to do is we were going to smash fruit, a la the famous and storied comedian Gallagher, but we can't. So So you're just gonna have to picture it.
We're gonna smash it with a smaller hammer.
Uh-huh.
All right, well, now we're gonna do stand-up, which is what we actually know how to do.
Yeah,
And
thank
have,
you for sticking through that.
Yeah, I hope you're okay.
Yeah.
I hope you make it out of here alive.
How's everyone doing? Good.
There's fur on the inside of this podium. That's
Yeah.
pretty nice. But
So, do you want me to host this?
all right, everyone, give it up for your host for this part of the show, Ellie McElwain.
Hello. Let's start over here. Hi everyone. Our idea was that this space was supposed to just be like a wacky room where you can do anything and it's okay, which is technically true. You can say anything, but that doesn't mean it's gonna be great. So that is what we discovered here today together. And I feel like okay, do you know, this is something I've been thinking about lately with you know when you're starting to be friends with someone and you have been hanging out, but you're not quite sure how close of friends you are until something terrible happens to one of you, and then they call you and they're crying and they're like, oh my god, this guy is hooking up with another girl or something, something sad. And it's first it's I'm so sorry what's happened to you, but it's also yes, we have this now. You gave this to me, and now we'll always be close. It's now I just I can't control how excited I am that I'm the person you're talking to. So that's what happened here. We gave you that. And unless you want to be horrible friends, you won't talk to anyone about what happened in here. Thank you. I'd like to welcome our first comedian up to the stage, who you're seeing for the first time because we've all agreed none of this happened. Please welcome Pedro Salinas!
Thank you, and I'm sorry. Justine, thank you for taking pictures of this. Really feel like this deserves to be recorded. Also, this is streaming online, so I want to imagine who is watching this now on the internet instead of any other entertaining thing they could have done on the internet. Instead of learning about stuff on the internet, instead of watching a movie, they're I'm gonna check out what the Free Speech Auditorium is all about, and this is what it's all about. And they're I don't think free speech should happen anymore. That happens sometimes. Sometimes I go to to open mics, and I start to have this feeling that I really envy those countries that just restrict free speech a lot. You know what I mean? I kind of wish I would live there sometimes. It's yeah, I mean life's pretty bad for some people there, but there's also no Creed covers there. You know what I mean? There's no this there either. We would have been executed for this, which if you really abide by the principles of the Constitution, you would be that is immoral. Nobody should ever be killed for expressing themselves. But you may disagree after today. I don't know. I do. I certainly don't feel good about this. I feel great. What happened is that we kept saying, we'll figure out what we do. We'll talk about it and we'll figure it out, right? We never figured it out, guys. And the thing, also, what's happening tonight is a lot of hubris. I think is really a lot of arrogance in our own competence as entertainers. I think we really thought that it would be hey, we're just gonna go out there and we're just so naturally charming. It's just gonna work out, and it's not gonna happen. It's not. That's not what happens. Certainly. Why would I expect that of myself? I'm a terrible improviser, guys. I don't know. I once tried out for an improv troupe. That was a disaster. It didn't go well at all. Here's what happened. the first thing we did is there was this game where you had to like step forward and like do a monologue from like a character, right? And I think the character they gave me was like hey, you're a cowboy, but like you're angry that like someone stole your hat or something, right? And I stepped forward, like a lot of confidence, but then immediately lost all steam. And then I just started saying cowboy-related words. It was like, belts and horses. Where's my hat? Hello. So yes, and yes. That's what I did. So I'm either terrible at improv, or I invented a new form of improv, where everyone just gets up and starts doing a scene, and then everyone just has a stroke on stage. And nobody's returning my calls about that one. Oh God, this is fun, right? I have jokes, but like I'm tired of telling all of them. This is maybe I should just start doing just like a crazy like racist diatribe. That'd be fun, right? That always looks fun when people. I wouldn't believe anything I'm saying, but it just it looks fun. It looks really cathartic. You know, they're just like, like they're just like walking around like crazy. God, that seems great. Like, do you guys remember when Michael Richards went crazy, the guy who plays Kramer, you know, and he just started like being so racist, and like that was like really offensive, but like you have to admit, like that was probably a blast for him. You know what I mean? He was probably having a lot of fun. I feel like in his head he was just like, I'm like nailing it right now. This is good. This is good stuff. This is gold. But it bothers me though, because like it's always crazy people who shout their opinions, right? That's always, it's never like anyone intelligent. You never hear like a balanced, rational perspective shouted at the top of someone's lungs. But that would be really cool. I feel like that would be a nice change, you know? If like there was just like an award-winning like New York Times columnist, you know, and he's just like standing on a soapbox next to a dumpster, just like, let me tell you something about supply side economics, and he's just yelling. That'd be cool. Like they're always so quiet, and the crazy shouting drowns them out, and that's just people listen to that more. Oh God. All right. Do I want to say anything else? Not really. Thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for coming to this. I'm so sorry. Give it up for Ellie.
Names and like have people clap. Give it up for
not true. That's not true. But thank you. What if I just died right here? Can you hear me still? What if I died from just natural causes? But like this was where I died. Did the photographer leave? That's too bad. I'm gonna stand here because I used to be an altar boy, and it feels right. It feels right. All right, how's everybody doing? I'm sorry. Again, I apologize. I feel like this may be worse because, like, I'm fine with doing this. Not like hundreds of people would come see it, but if it did happen, it's easier because, like, I can't identify them all. And know that, like, you saw me doing this. I'm gonna walk around. I dressed up for this too. Think this is what a giant clown juggles with? Oh yeah, we're having fun now. Oh yeah. It's behind here. Mint roller. I'm just gonna bring everything out instead of using it. I don't know. To say, Ellie, you didn't say this, but if you had said, "Put your hands together for Charles," I would have. Well, no, I'm going to say something about it anyway. But, like, the first person who said that to, like, an audience, "Oh, put your hands together," do you think the audience was just like, and then the main audience was like, "What? Guys!" And then the host had to come back. "No, you don't. All right, your hands are together now? All right, well, bring them apart. Right? Bring them, take them apart and then put them back together. Like, and then do it, keep doing it like this. Keep putting them together, and you'll hear this. But keep for like 40 seconds. Do it because this guy, and then someone in the audience like, just clap, and then like two like spacemen like jump down and take them. It's in the future. A very evil government. I don't know. Found a copy of the Satanic Bible back there. I'm not like doing that out of. All right. Can everyone? There's so many people here. Can you? Is it okay? I just use this. Oh, Holy Spirit. Is that? Oh, come on. You don't like it? You don't like this? Can I have a number 3, please? So please call everyone. I'm having too much fun doing this with this microphone. This is too much fun for me. Oh my God. Please keep your hands in the car at all times. Enjoy your ride. Stay calm. It's like, dude, what? I'm going to put my hands out of the cart because I don't know what you're saying. Move your mouth with the microphone. All right. Let's reel it in. Guys, how many hours of sleep did you all get last night? It's a normal question.
4.
Yeah. 7. This is going to make me feel at home. Here we go. Feels good. Hey, can visual trainers please come to the principal's office, please? What else? You guys use high school? Anyone go to high school here? Anyone used to go to high school? Nice. All right. All right. See you later. When I was in high school, I had a bus driver who was crazy. He was a nice guy, but he was just like he was an asshole. Can I say that here? Yeah. And I remember this one time we were driving home from school, and I went to school in the middle of a city, so we had to drive through like these just like very bad neighborhoods. But anyway, we're driving through, and there was a guy like crossing the street, like not at a crosswalk, just like jaywalking. But I mean, he didn't care. But he was like walking like this, like really strange, just like he didn't need to do this, and he kept walking. And then our bus driver saw him, and he kept going. And because this guy's like arm, because of his like arm swing, he hit his arm. And you're like, ah! Like I heard the yell from like inside the bus, and we're like, yo, stop! You just hit him. And he's like, nah, I'm not. And then he kept driving. He dropped us off at home. The guy didn't. Nothing else happened with that. But someone did throw a bottle of pee out of the bus window one time. Just they peed in a bottle and they threw it out the window. Guys, you've never done that? All right. I can tell this is starting to decompose. Think anyone's watching from prison? Some guy. Yo, I gotta go make hubcaps. No. We're watching this. No, we're watching this dude. I need this thing in my room. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Where are you from? Where are you from, sir?
Here.
What? What?
Charles.
What?
Charles.
You're gonna have to talk. I can't. What? Sorry? What?
Charles.
Huh?
Charles.
What?
Charles. Charles.
Speak up, sir. Speak up, sir. I can't hear you.
Charles, I'm from the Bay Area. Do you know where the Bay Area is? Charles. Okay.
You said Detroit?
Yeah.
Okay. I've never been there, but they have really good. Okay. Wait. No, you said you're from Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Huh? All right.
Wait, I'm from Chicago.
You're from Chicago. What is the United States? What is that? Who's their sister school? Who's their sister school?
Wendy?
Wouldn't it be funny if, in Taken, do you want me to keep playing this? Wouldn't it be funny if in Taken, the soundtrack to it was like the Seinfeld music? I'm gonna find you, and it's like... Oh, God. Having fun, right? Who wants to send off some emails? All right, I think I've wasted your time enough. Thank you.
I'm gonna check in on this microphone to make sure it's okay. How you doing? Is this working? Good. Okay. It's safe. We're good here. I had a joke in mind and then I forgot and I just realized that we're just doing this. So I'm just gonna flip to a page and I'm gonna read the joke that's on that page, and this is a grocery list. I'm gonna go to the next page. Oh, this one says, being a meat eater feels like I'm the last of a dying noble tribe. And then I crossed that out and said, dwindling noble tribe. So, a lot of people are vegetarians. It's a trend. It keeps increasing. Do you think it'll ever take over? Anyone? You're vegetarian.
Yeah.
You think
I'm
everyone
not
will
that
take over?
confident.
Huh?
I'm not gonna persuade anybody.
I don't know. The way progress works, is that part of it? Obviously we want all gay people to have rights, and we want to increase racial progress so that we don't have institutionalized racism. We want those things to go away. We want feminism to succeed so that men and women are on equal footing as well. But like, will that also happen with like eating meat? Like, is eating meat wrong? Am I on the wrong side of history in terms of eating things? Because there are people who are like very intense about animal rights, and I'm like, I like animals too, but I'm gonna eat grilled hamburgers. And like saying that kind of sounds like people who are like, I'm not a homophobe, but I just don't want gay people to have children because that's weird. I don't know. Sort of feeling that way. Eventually there'll be like an amendment to pass about like, and people who eat hamburgers are just like real assholes who like still exist, but it's like, why would you do that? You're such a jerk. I don't want to hang out with you. You find out that a lot of people who are in high school still eat hamburgers, and it's like, get into the 22nd century. I don't know, it's just a thought we thought out together. Alright, please welcome our next comedian, the effervescent Joseph O'Connell.
I wanted to see what was in the Satanic Bible, but it doesn't look that funny. It looks kind of boring. On the choice of human sacrifice. I'm glad it's a choice. What does that mean? The supposed purpose in performing the ritual of sacrifice is to throw the energy provided by the blood of the freshly slaughtered victim into the atmosphere of the magical working, thereby intensifying the magician's chance of success. Yeah, I get it. That's pretty straightforward. The white magician assumes that since blood represents the life force, there is no better way than to appease the gods or demons than to present them with suitable quantities of it. Combine this rationale, I don't know if I would use the word rationale, with the fact that a dying creature is expending an overabundance of adrenal and other biochemical energies. Oh, that's a good point. I never thought about it that way. And you have what appears to be an unbeatable combination. Who wrote this? It's like half pseudoscience and half some guy being like, it's unbeatable. Just the best combination. It's like written by two people. Also, I forgot to mention white magician. The white is in quotation marks. I don't know why. The white magician, wary of the consequences involved in the killing of human being, naturally utilizes birds or other lower creatures in his ceremonies. That just sounds like a cop-out. It seems these sanctimonious wretches feel no guilt in the taking of non-human life as opposed to humans. That's a good point. I don't know about this. There's a lot. I'm not totally convinced. What is this? They're talking about adolescent boys. This is actually very exciting. Here's something for you guys. And if you are a psychic vampire, take heed. Beware of the Satanist. He is ready and willing to gleefully drive the proverbial stake through your heart. So, what's a psychic vampire? Generally, the psychic vampire will realize his methods have been discovered and will not press the issue. Is that like if he's like trying to make a move on somebody and be like, he like backs down really politely, the psychic vampire? No, I'm not gonna suck your blood or whatever. I get it, you know what I'm all about. I'll let you come to me. Once, they use like words like pressing obligations, which I don't like. Satanism and psychic vampires having pressing obligations. That seems weird to me. It's like they work at like an office. Like I couldn't show up to our satanic ritual. I had pressing obligations. I had to go to a dinner party. Non-satanic dinner party. It was really smart of you guys to sit near the door in case you had to make a break for it. You missed your opportunity though, because I was looking down and I would have not noticed if you had just walked out. But now I got you all. I was happy that they had a feather boa. I really thought I wanted one when I was coming over here, but I didn't think I was going to get one. But you can get one. I didn't realize that The Shining had a second scene where he cuts through a door. That seems like lazy writing. 10 minutes, that's a good amount of time. Whoops. What time is it? 4:48. All right. What time is it in Anchorage?
Kickstart your holiday shopping this Friday and Saturday at T-Mobile. And get our best-selling Samsung Galaxy 4G smartphones free. This Friday and Saturday, November 16th and 17th only at T-Mobile.
Hold on. Okay, cool. I figure as long as we're all just fucking around. Oh yeah. How do I turn this up? Oh, here we go. Someone else's hair on it. Alright. I've run out of things. There's nothing else that I want to take out. Everything else is uninteresting. So hold on. Charles did his bus material. So I'm gonna do my bus material. What's happening? Okay. I took the bus when I was in elementary school until the second year, till 7th grade. And I didn't realize it at the time, but after the fact, when I tell people about taking the bus, I didn't realize that the bus is insane. It's crazy. Because I'll tell people about stuff that happened on the bus, and they'll be so shocked. They'll be like, yeah, I took the bus. There was this kid that just bit everybody. He just bit people. And they're like, really? I was like, yeah, it was just like a thing, you know? You kept your feet above the ground because he crawled around under the seats and bit people. You know, it's just a bus. They're like, what? It's like, yeah, my parents let me go on that. Or like, once we were waiting for the bus to come after school, and a kid was walking across the baseball field to get to the bus stop, and everyone just started throwing rocks at him. I didn't, but there were people just throwing rocks at him, and at the time I saw it, and I was like, I'm not going to do that, but it's the bus. It's just the bus. It's just what happens, you know? Kids get rocks thrown at them. We got in a lot of trouble for that. And it was like that, like, 6th grade trouble where, like, the principal came out and was like, seriously, guys? You were throwing rocks? And, like, 3 kids were like, it's like the kid said you were throwing rocks at him, and they were like, that didn't happen. That kid died. 3 years later. He got hit by a bus. Driven by Charles, the bus driver. Fuck, this is good. Who do you think wrote this? I can't use the trackpad because I'm wearing gloves. Oh, here we go. Holy shit. You have so many chances. I can't click on any of them, though. Well, let's take a look. 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. Deep relaxing, very soothing. Blue sky. Can you guys read, or do you need me to keep reading these to you? 10 minutes therapy, music attention to this one, where it informs you, everyone informs you that the camera angle doesn't move from this position. Some of them don't. That's good. I was waiting for it to move. I didn't realize it was moving. We've been here for 4 minutes. It feels like we've been here for 2 hours. I'm gonna start taking this stuff off. This is my dismount. Why did it stop? Okay. I'll do one more thing. This is just a short story that I haven't told a lot, but I told it the other day. And it is about freshman year in high school. Takes place in my math class. And taking a math quiz. And it's however suddenly things like this happen. I have to pee during my math class. I'm taking a math quiz. And so I go up to the teacher and I'm like, can I go to the bathroom? And she was like, no, you can't. You have to finish your quiz before you go to the bathroom. And I was like, all right, let's do this dance. So I go back and I'm like, at this point, pretty like way too serious about grades. Like looking back, I was thinking about the quiz. It was like 4 questions long. But it was also the most important quiz I'd ever taken in my entire life. And so I'm like trying to finish this quiz. Also, the girl that I had a crush on is sitting next to me this whole time. So I'm trying to finish this quiz. I have to pee really badly. Get to the last question. I'm like working on it. I'm like, I'm gonna make it. I think I'm gonna make it. And then I start peeing. Which you knew was coming, right? You knew I was gonna pee myself. Otherwise, it would be such a boring story if I was like, and then I finished the quiz, turned it in, and went to the bathroom. That's not a good story. I start peeing. I pee for a long time. I don't understand how I contain that much pee in my body. Like even if my entire body was a bladder, it seemed like more pee than that. And I'm peeing, and like I can hear it. And I'm like thinking, like, can other people hear what sounds just like water being poured into like other water? And everyone's playing it real cool. They're being really cool about it, including the girl who I have a crush on. They have to know, right? Like, there's no way. And now I'm sitting in a puddle of piss. We got 5 minutes. I can make it last. We got 5 minutes left on this. No, we got 4 minutes. I finished the quiz because I had to at that point. And now I'm sitting in the back of the room. And I wait for everyone to leave because I'm not going to get up for whatever reason. Everyone's gone. I get up. At this point, I realize that my jeans are actually now just a different color of blue. They're not like look piss soaked. They just look like a dark shade of blue. And I got the fuck out of there. And that's my dark secret. No one in my high school has ever talked to me about it. I kind of want to like post it as a Facebook status, like, hey everybody who was in my 9th grade math class, remember that time I totally pissed myself? And you guys all let it happen! But I don't think anyone would respond to that. They might unfriend me, which would be for the best. Anyways, thank you guys for putting up with everything that we did. You've been very cool to people who aren't in the club.
America. Center of equal daughters, equal sons, all alike and good. Grown, ungrown, young or old. Strong, ample, fair, enduring, capable, wilt, perennial with the earth, with freedom, law, and love.
Jeans. Fuck you. That's it. That's all. Thank you for everything that you've been to us today. I don't know how we all feel about free music and this, but
I feel way better